From a global pandemic to an inland hurricane, 2020 was a year that left a lot to be desired. No matter the circumstance, resiliency and making a difference guided us. FG is a network services company dedicated to helping you network better. Here's what that means. Building and maintaining network infrastructure for COVID response. Prioritizing cost savings with minimal short-term expense through our COVID relief program. We take pride in being deeply connected to our clients, knowing where we can help most. In this case, we knew one client, OSF, a hospital system out of Illinois, had been deeply impacted. OSF was quickly escalating their digital efforts by creating a pandemic response call center. This response and the network needed to be deployed in a matter of days to help with patient visits and telehealth.
OSF's requirement was, regardless of where they called from, regardless of how many calls were coming in, we needed to make sure they got answered.
Phone calls weren't the only way OSF managed through the pandemic. Together, we also deployed patient visits in parking lots, quite an unusual spot, but setting up networks in unusual spots continued. The governor of Iowa's bunker, a place that before the pandemic was not meant for broadcast, is now fully capable. Like many places, Iowans were forced to work, learn, and health remote. These activities meant the need for more network capacity. Between the governor's address and thousands of people now remote, the network needed a dedicated team for around-the-clock monitoring. This team, FNS, was also switching to remote work while staying focused on one goal, helping Iowa network better.
We had been working on our disaster recovery plan for over 4 years, so whether it was a global pandemic or a once-in-a-lifetime storm, we had a plan, executed that plan, and kept the ICN's essential communications infrastructure connected and running.
One August morning, FNS had over 300 simultaneous alarms, and you may be asking yourself why. A derecho, an inland hurricane, hit Iowa. More specifically, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 90 to 140 mile-per-hour sustained winds for over 14 hours. 98% of the city without power. Over 420 million pounds of debris. More than 50% of tree canopies destroyed. Cell phone service nearly impossible, and debris and power lines covering roadways. Our team was hurting, and we knew we could make a difference. With our clients taken care of, we turned our attention internally. In the weeks following, we asked ourselves, how can we make a difference? We came up with an ambitious initiative to plant over 250 native trees at employee homes and in the community, helping rebuild our fragile ecosystem.
It's who we are. Our DNA drives us to find opportunity in the midst of chaos. Our group planting native trees and shrubs feels like soul care, generating desperately needed positive energy.
In total, over 1,000 people were helped by FG and the 6 companies that participated. From pandemic to disaster, we know making a difference starts with being true to yourself. For us, that is staying resilient and focusing on how we can help. In a year full of uncertainty, the one thing that remained certain was who we are, a network service company relentlessly dedicated to helping. 2020 has taught us we are creative. We may be vulnerable, but we are resilient. We are FG.